What if I told you that your chances of living into your 90s and beyond could be dramatically influenced by five specific behaviors that millions of seniors engage in every day without realizing they're potentially cutting years off their lives? Today, I'm going to reveal these five dangerous traits that research shows are quietly shortening seniors' lives across America. More importantly, I'll share the simple, practical steps you can take, starting today to potentially add years to your life or the life of someone you love. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Rory, and today we're tackling something that affects all of us, whether we're seniors ourselves or have parents and grandparents we care about. When we talk about longevity, we often focus on major health issues like heart disease and cancer. But what many people miss are the subtle daily habits and mindsets that can be just as deadly over time. These five dangerous traits we're discussing today aren't just theoretical. They're backed by decades of research from institutions like the National Institute on Aging and long-term studies that have tracked seniors' health outcomes for years. Before we dive in, remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you want more content on living your healthiest life at any age. Now, let's get into the first deadly trait. Trait number one, social isolation. Did you know that chronic loneliness increases your risk of premature death by a staggering 45%? That's more dangerous than obesity and nearly as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes per day. As we age, our social circles naturally shrink, friends pass away, family members move, and retirement eliminates daily workplace interactions. But what many seniors don't realize is how profoundly this isolation affects their physical health. When researchers at Brigham Young University analyzed data from over 300,000 participants, they found that social isolation doesn't just make you sad, it triggers a cascade of physical responses, including increased inflammation throughout the body, weakened immune function, higher blood pressure, disrupted sleep patterns, and elevated stress hormones that damage organs over time. But here's the good news: social connection is something you can actively improve. How to combat social isolation. Schedule regular video calls with family members. Even 15 minutes 3 times a week makes a difference. Join community classes specifically for seniors. Consider volunteering. It provides purpose while creating new connections. Explore technology designed for senior connection, like simplified video calling devices. Look into senior centers that offer regular activities and meals. One impressive example comes from the Baltimore Longitudinal Study of Aging, which found that seniors who maintained just 3 regular social connections lived an average of 6.5 years longer than their isolated peers. Trait number 2, sedentary lifestyle. "I'm too old to exercise" might be the deadliest phrase in a senior's vocabulary. A landmark study, published in the Journal of the American Medical Association, tracked over 8,000 adults for 12 years and found something shocking. People who spent more than 11 hours of their waking day sitting had a 40% higher risk of dying within 3 years, regardless of other health factors. When we remain inactive, our bodies essentially begin to shut down at the cellular level. Muscle mass deteriorates at a rate of approximately 3 to 5% every decade after age 30, and this accelerates after 65, unless we actively prevent it. The problem compounds because reduced muscle mass slows metabolism, cardiovascular capacity decreases, balance deteriorates, increasing fall risk, bone density declines, insulin sensitivity worsens. But here's what's remarkable: research consistently shows it's never too late to start moving. How to overcome a sedentary lifestyle. Aim for 150 minutes of moderate activity weekly. That's just 30 minutes, 5 days a week. Incorporate strength training twice weekly with light weights or resistance bands. Practice balance exercises daily, like standing on one foot while holding a counter. Break up sitting time, stand up every 30 minutes, even if just to stretch. Consider chair exercises. If mobility is limited, Dr. Kenneth Cooper from the Cooper Institute found that seniors who began regular physical activity even in their 70s reduced their mortality risk by nearly 30% compared to those who remained sedentary. Trait number 3, poor nutritional habits. As we age, our relationship with food often changes in dangerous ways. Many seniors experience decreased appetite, difficulty cooking, medication-related taste changes, and fixed incomes that limit food choices. The result? Studies show that up to 50% of seniors have at least one micronutrient deficiency, and 16% suffer from outright malnutrition, often undiagnosed. What makes this particularly dangerous is that proper nutrition becomes more critical as we age, not less. Our bodies become less efficient at absorbing key nutrients like B12 and vitamin D, maintaining muscle with inadequate protein, producing enzymes needed for digestion, signaling thirst, leading to chronic dehydration. These deficiencies accelerate cognitive decline, weaken immune function, and compromise organ systems, all while flying under the radar. How to improve senior nutrition? Prioritize protein. Aim for 1–1.2 grams per kilogram of body weight daily. Focus on nutrient-dense foods rather than calorie counting. Consider meal delivery services designed for seniors. Use herbs and spices to enhance flavor as taste buds change. Eat with others whenever possible. Social meals increase consumption by 25%. The Framingham Heart Study, which has followed participants for decades, found that seniors with the highest quality diets lived an average of 4.5 years longer than those with poor nutritional habits. Trait number 4, medication mismanagement. This next trait might surprise you. According to the FDA, medication errors cause at least one death every day and injure approximately 1.3 million Americans annually, with seniors at highest risk. The average 75-year-old takes between 5 and 9 different medications daily. This polypharmacy creates the perfect storm for dangerous interactions and side effects. What makes this particularly dangerous is that 87% of seniors take at least one prescription drug, 36% take 5 or more. Simultaneously, 40% of seniors misinterpret medication instructions. Only 17% of doctors fully review medication lists at each visit. Medication side effects often mimic age-related conditions, leading to even more prescriptions. How to manage medications safely. Maintain an updated medication list, including OTC supplements. Request a comprehensive medication review annually. Use pill organizers and reminder systems. Ask specifically about potential drug interactions with each new prescription. Consider apps designed for medication management with reminders. A study in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that seniors who participated in comprehensive medication management programs reduced their risk of adverse drug events by 35% and hospitalization by 28%. Trait number 5, resignation mindset. Our final trait might be the most insidious because it influences everything else. A resignation mindset, accepting decline as inevitable, literally takes years off your life. The Ohio Longitudinal Study of Aging found something remarkable. People with positive perceptions of aging lived an average of 7.5 years longer than those with negative views, even after controlling for health, socioeconomic status, and other factors. When seniors adopt a resignation mindset, they're less likely to seek medical care for treatable conditions. They stop challenging their brains, accelerating cognitive decline. They withdraw from physical activities, hastening physical deterioration. They're less likely to follow through on health recommendations. They experience measurably higher levels of stress hormones. How to overcome a resignation mindset. Challenge negative aging stereotypes and seek positive role models. Set small, achievable goals that demonstrate continued capability. Learn something new regularly. Studies show the aging brain remains plastic. Practice gratitude for current abilities, rather than focusing on losses. Use the phrase, "I'm choosing not to," rather than "I can't anymore." Dr. Becca Levy at Yale University demonstrated that seniors exposed to positive age stereotypes showed better physical function, memory performance, and will to live than control groups, showing that mindset isn't just psychological, it's biological. These 5 traits, social isolation, sedentary lifestyle, poor nutrition, medication mismanagement, and a resignation mindset, don't have to be your story or the story of someone you love. The research is clear. Small, consistent changes in these areas can add years of quality life. It's never too late to start, and you don't need to tackle everything at once. Which of these areas will you focus on first? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this information valuable, please share it with someone who might benefit. And don't forget to subscribe for more content on thriving in your later years. Until next time, remember that aging is inevitable, but how we age is largely up to us.